have recently qualified for the Qatar 2022 World Cup, so we're here in London to talk to people about their opinions of the upcoming tournament and the controversies that surround it. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup?
Brazil.
I'm hoping Ireland are going to win the World Cup.
The Netherlands.
I think it's Portugal.
France.
For me, Latvia are clear favourites.
England.
I'll give England a good chance, but if I had to put my money on it, I'd put France.
I think Spain is going to win.
England!
Woo! Oh, I think France is going to win the World Cup.
I want to say England, but I also don't like England, so I'll say Italy. I hope Italy wins.
I'm going to say my hopes are Nigeria, but we haven't won in a while, and France are really good, so maybe France?
On the topic of the World Cup, are you aware of the human rights issues in Qatar?
I've heard a few kind of bits here and there, but I wouldn't really know any details about it all.
No, I'm not.
Not particularly. I've heard a bit about them.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's crazy, man. Just the people that's dying, it's not acceptable, man.
I'm not actually. No, I'm not.
No clue.
Do you think there needs to be more coverage of it? Obviously you didn't know about it, but it's quite a big thing.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That doesn't sound very good, so yeah, certainly something should be done about that, I reckon.
Yeah, clearly, if I didn't know about them, they will need more coverage.
Yeah, awareness definitely needs to spread about that.
I think a lot of awareness should be raised for these type of issues because it's not just in the World Cup. A lot of migrant workers probably get these sort of consequences wherever, not just for the World Cup stadiums and all of that stuff. So I think it should definitely be raised more.
I think the media is kind of hiding it a lot. It's trying to be like the triumphs of like, oh, it's football, football's happening, instead of like all the actual, distraction that happening with like the migrant workers.
I think more needs to be done about it. There's been suggestions of teams boycotting the World Cup. How would you feel about that?
Yeah, boycotting the World Cup, that would help because World Cup's big, the biggest competition in the world, so I think that would help massively.
I feel like the people responsible for making these stadiums and putting these migrants at risk should be sort of like there should be action taken on them instead of boycotting the whole World Cup because people are like, it's a world event, people look forward to it and people enjoy it, so I feel like the people responsible for putting these migrants at risk, they should be the ones that are boycotted or like cancelled, whatever they feel is necessary.
I wish that would work, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Imagine the football fans, that's what I'm thinking.
Because they're going to care way more about it than actual human rights, you know what I mean?
So as we can see, the public feel very strongly about this subject matter, and there's a clear consensus that media haven't done enough to raise awareness of these issues in Qatar. This lack of awareness by the media has ultimately contributed to a lack of action which has prolonged the suffering of the migrant workers. So it's down to the media to help us fight this battle in Qatar. Back to James in the studio.
Thanks, Jack, for that. Clearly a serious issue that needs more attention. Now on to Michaela with the weather.